Welcome to Kinnick Stadium in Iowa City, Iowa, home of the Hawkeyes. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Ohio State Buckeyes, taking on the winners of 8 straight, the Iowa Hawkeyes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. The Buckeyes will put total leather and will get started. Looks like he's going to bring it out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. So the Iowa Hawkeyes offense going to get the chance to start this game off. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, Dave.
Yeah, it was a great week, and watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick, the ball was coming out, just touchdowns at...
Oh, he's got some space! And he gets out of there and gets some yardage and gets down without taking any punishment. Now on first down from the 28. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down.
All right, defense, that's what we can't do. We can't give up this many chunk yards on the ground. You got to commit more guys to the line of scrimmage. Got to get those running backs on the ground. That's way too easy.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Pulls it on the bootleg fake. Grabbed behind the line. It's Moulton. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. They're facing a 3rd down. Gonna take a shot at this DB. Intercepted, and the first drive in for the pick. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
This is obviously a quarterback that has had a lot of success here in recent weeks, and you wonder maybe if he's feeling himself just a little bit too much, a little bit too eager here in the opening drive, taking a shot deep down the field he probably shouldn't have, and the defense made him pay for it with the INT.
Stop behind the line, he'll lose a yard.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. They were able to get the ball to the running back in space, but that space just evaporated.
A great job by the defense, man. It's tough to get those guys on the ground. They're so used to having the football as running backs and making plays and being...
Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. And the Buckeyes send out the punt unit. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. And nobody able to field that punt as it rolls out of bounds. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. They turned it over with an interception on their first drive of the game. We're still looking for our initial points of the game.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that puppy out.
2nd down, he'll throw it. Grabbed in the middle. It's Woods. At the 45 on its way. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38.
It's It's amazing in college football, the tight end position and how much has changed. Back in the day, you're a blocking guy, maybe you catch a flat route. Today, these guys have athleticism, and you just saw it from that dude after the catch on that last one.
They're just trying to flex the muscle. They get him down at the 34 after a pickup of 4. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Looking for a gap. It's Moulton. He works his way down to the 30-yard line before he stopped a gain of 3.
Hey, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push to get some running.
Oh, it's a fumble. Oh, the offense fortunate to fall on that one, and they'll live to fight another play. I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a fortuitous bounce, but at least they've got the ball back.
But one thing I do know, Reese, this running back has got to do a better job with ball security. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win this game. They're very lucky they were able to jump on top of that.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football, and a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting them the football, letting them get some positive yards.
The give to the single back. He's stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Hawkeyes kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Run in the red zone, it's Patterson. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 of the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Hand off from the shotgun. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Hawkeye! Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Well, we know this offense obviously really struggled their last time out. They knew coming into this one they would have to be better at running the football, and that just has not happened in this game. They're simply not physical enough offensively at this point.
Got it in the middle, it's Porter. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few.
Offenses don't like being in this situation. They don't like having little success like 1st and 2nd down, because now you know I got to pass the football, I got to air it out. It makes me really predictable. So let's make sure you take care of the football and find those plays you really like.
Looking for a man. It's Sayin. Unloads to the wideout. Finds space on the right. And he gets it done on 3rd down. They move the chains, and they'll mark it at the 44. The Buckeyes will snap it on 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. The 1st down sack pushes the ball back for this long 2nd down. Now the play fake. It's complete to the left. And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield. But how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Grabbed over the middle. It's Porter. He's loose down the left side. Touchdown, Buckeyes! He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
All tied up to just about about set to kick it away. On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Iowa has the ball back on offense. Really good balance on that last drive. They mixed it up all over the place, Jesse.
Yep.
Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception. Well, this drive probably won't help them pile up yards, but they could get points quickly, starting it with a 1st and goal. Dropping back, it's Sayin. Pocket breaking down. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
And that's now their 3rd sack of the game. This is one of the best units in the entire country getting after the quarterback. They have done such a great job recruiting athletes up front and in their front 7. They can blitz, they can rush you with 4, with 3, but they've got dudes that can beat you one-on-one, and you're seeing that in this game.
2nd and goal, no dice for this offense. If I'm on offense right now, I'm thinking about who are my mismatches, who are my big bodies out wide that I can throw them the football and they can make a play over top of somebody.
And they can't make the connection on 3rd down, but hold everything. There is a flag. Let's see what that's about. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. He slides that just inside the right upright. And with that, they've taken the lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, your game is a big one, but so is this battle right now inside the American. UAB is trailing right now, but let's be honest. The program that turned out Roddy White should never be counted out of any game. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Temple. Ought to be fun, fellas, to see how things play out in this notable matchup in the American.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Gets it up to the 35-yard line before going out of bounds. Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Send the tight end in motion. On the run, it's Moulton.
And you want to run the football. I mean, that's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Trying to escape and get it himself. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. And the Hawkeyes are moving quickly down the field. Out of the gun, the running back has it. There he goes. Defense needs to regroup as he gets it down to the 26.
How nice is it in an offense when you can generate explosive plays by running the football? You got to force feed this guy, man. He is an absolute game changer.
The Hawkeyes back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the 1st down. And the Hawkeyes come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. The give to the tailback. He's stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
Well, it's not a home run, but it's just enough by the running back to move the chains.
Tight end now in motion. Might as well give it to him again. Headed to the end zone, and he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Iowa!
This running back was not going to be denied. Nice blocking up front to create a hole for this running back, and he was able to take advantage.
And with the extra point, they're up 14 to 10. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here, Dave.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
Breaks into the open.
I like the QB here. Very decisive, understanding. I get the ball to my slot guy. He can make plays after it. Like the quickness, the speed, the elusiveness. You watch it, man. Just he catches the football, and a big play can happen. And you saw after the catch, man, he's got some wheels.
And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. The Buckeyes trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Looking downfield, it's Sayin. Takes the easy one to the back. These Hawkeye fans know exactly what to do to get behind this knee on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the catch. At the 35, he's loose. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line. And the Buckeyes have it with a 1st and 10. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Gets it out fast. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Wide receiver going in motion. Wants to keep it in the air. Lets it fly. Touchdown, Ohio State. Made the grab in the end zone for the score.
Then really nice job attacking the middle of the field. You see those safeties, man, I want to split them. He splits it right down the middle, throws that post, right on the numbers, catches the ball in the end zone, touchdown.
And no chance at a return. Here they'll start this drive at their own 25. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. If you like old-fashioned, grind-it-up, run-over-'em football, that last touchdown drive was for you, Jesse.
That was impressive, man. Great blocking up front and tough physical running by these ball carriers.
And now you wonder how the defense responds. Like, are they going to get way more aggressive to try to stop the run? I got to do something to break the rhythm of that running game.
Tight end finds a soft spot. He's into plus territory, knocked out of bounds after the nice game. Mark it at the 47. Now across the 50 and at the 48-yard line. They'll have it 1st and 10. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and they've got a chance to lock this thing up before the break. They'll snap it on 1st down from the 35. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Give to the back. Brought down after keeping those powerful legs moving, getting all he could. He'll be a few inches short. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. From the gun, running back on the move. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their 1st of the half. They'll run it on 1st and goal. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. 2nd and goal coming up. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Now he's looking to throw it. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Hawkeye! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. These guys are bringing serious heat. They are like sharks swarming and just getting after the passer. Back to throw, it's Sayin. Fires to the big fella. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Got to get to the line quickly for this third down play. From the gun, wants to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Roberts. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. The defense calls the timeout. Their second of the day as they try to get their act together. Kick is in the air. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Gone over the middle. It's Howard. They bring him down, but it'll be first down at the 42. The Hawkeyes want to crank the tempo. Looking to throw on first down. Finds his man. It's Moulton. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. And here on second down, they'll send out the field goal unit to try to get 3 before the break. That took every ounce of leg strength he had to sneak that one into the left corner. Now up by 7 points here in the second. So they get the late field goal right before the half, and not much time after this kickoff for an answer. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, one of the best environments in the game, and Iowa City has given us a fun first half. And talk about a first half for the dude in that backfield. That coaching staff has been giving rave reviews on a weekly basis. And through 2 quarters today, he's been a complete game changer. He's breaking the will of this defense, and that's something that's just very tough to quantify. With that said, let's kick it back to the guys inside Kinnick Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. And the Hawkeyes will kick it away to start the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Maybe adjustments or attitude adjustments, but they've got to find a way to run the ball at least some here in the second half.
I do think you said something that's important. I think running the football is an attitude. Like, it starts with the offensive lineman and being physical, having a nasty attitude. Running back, same thing. I think they need more of that in the second half.
You know, and I think if any of you are this defense, you have an opportunity to make a statement here. Yeah, I know you guys went in at halftime and you riled yourselves up and you told yourself that you think you can run the ball on us. On this very first drive, we're going to prove to you, just like in the first 30 minutes, you cannot.
Gets it out quickly. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. His offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. They'll run it from the gun. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. To the air, it's Sayin. Caught close to the marker, it's Smith. Gets him down at the 30 after a 15-yard pickup. They are threatening, and they have a first down. The Buckeyes are on the move. The give to the lone running back. Able to pick up a couple down to the 27.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
They make the stop, give him 3 yards on the carry. Ball's at the 24. Kinnick is having a connection fit to try to help the D on 3rd down. They want to throw it. Quick completion on the out. And the tackle was made, but there has been a flag thrown.
Pass interference.
Will wonders never cease if you're a defensive guy? They call PI on the offense this time. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. From the comfort of the pocket, he fires it to the right. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and goal. The Buckeyes had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. And he'll be stopped for no gain, still sitting at the 3-yard line. Now 2nd and goal, and right in the teeth of this noise. Tries again to get it in. And he is stopped, not getting close to the end zone. Line of scrimmage still at the 3.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
Trying to pound it in. Fighting his way for every inch, but he still needs a few more. He stops short of the goal line.
Man, if I'm quarterback right now, after this long of a drive down this close, I'm going for a touchdown here.
And I get that, but I've worn this defense out, man. I'm going to go for the touchdown right here. And if I miss, I got to go the whole length of the field to score a touchdown.
He's not going to get there. Stop short on 4th down. Iowa has the ball back on offense.
Hey, if you're going to go for it on 4th down, if you decide to run the football, you've got to be sure up front that you're going to win in the trenches. They didn't get it done that time. They need to be more physical moving forward. They're going to try to do that again in the same type of situation in this game.
Listen, the offensive coordinator's best friend in the red zone is the running game. Make guys commit near the line of scrimmage so I can throw behind. This defense is good, but I'm going to challenge them. I'm going to try to be the more physical team. I love the play call. I think you keep running the football and stay physical.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
And as the game goes on, you're going to see this offense continue to use the RPO. That look was conducive to handing it off. The defense now is going to start
turning it on. Picks up the 1st down, still moving. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29. The Hawkeyes with the 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time in those slot positions.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Back to pass. A strike downfield. Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one. The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Finds the tight end. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. And the Hawkeyes pounded the rock to move the sticks now back to work. They'll go to the ground. Able to make the tackle, but not before he gets 5 yards down to the 21. Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. From the gun, running back gets the give. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this 3rd period. That's the end of the quarter, and Iowa is on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. So 1st down will open up the final period. They'll move the tight end. Here's the handoff. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. He's got it on the run. Touchdown, Iowa! And they add 6 more on the board with that trip to the house. That score might be the one to put them over the top and run this winning streak to 9.
Find my matchups out wide. I love a matchup with my wide receiver. I like my guy better than yours. Quarterback finds the matchup. The wide receiver catches the football, takes it into the end zone for 6.
And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the 4th. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Fellas, take a gander at what's happening in this interesting battle in the Pac-12. Utah State is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. These Aggies have picked themselves up before, and they're capable of it again today. They're trailing by 11 to San Diego State. If anything else happens in this one in the Pac-12 or anywhere else, we'll make sure you know about it. Back to you guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. DBs will try to keep everything in front. Looking for a man. It's Sayin. Makes the grab. Fights off the defender. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down. These Hawkeye fans know exactly what to do to get behind this D on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. They're working that left side. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a 1st down at the 43. And the Buckeyes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. That's reeled in. It's Smith. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there.
I think if you're the head coach at this point, you're telling your offense, it doesn't matter what's happened up to this point of the game. Obviously, things haven't gone our way, but we have a chance to execute in a 2-minute situation and give ourselves a chance to win. Let's go do it one play at a time.
quick completion to the right. And they pick up just a few on that completion. The Buckeyes are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Gain momentum with 3rd down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25. The Buckeyes look to keep this drive humming. Looking to throw again. It's complete.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
This is a defense that's going to be aggressive, and they're not going to just sit back and rush 4 guys on that play. They're going to send the blitz. You're getting smaller, faster guys fighting fire with fire. You know this quarterback is athletic, but we've got fast guys too. And that time, that was a great play call defensively.
And this offense is going to have to be aggressive, right? Down a couple possessions, got to continue to get these first downs, move quick, don't be in a hurry, but they've got to keep the accelerator down because they need some explosive plays.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. To the air, it's Sayed. Here's the heat. And the heat gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line.
And I want to be aggressive in these situations. When I got 2nd and goal, I want to go out and try to get that touchdown. But I do like how he didn't force the ball into coverage, didn't make a big mistake, throw a turnover in this area. You want to make sure you can guarantee points. You still got 3rd and goal coming up, and if you want to go for it on 4th.
And this defense has maxed out this pressure. Another sack. A field goal really doesn't do much for you in this situation, so they'll go for it on 4th and goal. He'll take a shot. Reels it in the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes.
Man, 4th and goal, you're backed up a little bit after a couple bad plays, and you make the play. You needed it. You find your receiver, throw it up. He goes and gets it. What a play by this offense in a critical moment.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. And they've got a little bit of a cushion here, David. If they can add to it on this drive, it would be nice.
And it definitely makes a little bit of a difference. Knowing I'm up by more than a field goal, obviously, Jesse, my mindset switches, and I know I can't make mistakes.
Yeah, and David, I don't think they have to reinvent the wheel on offense here. What they've been calling has been working. Just get back to doing what you're good at.
That's caught. It's Dean. Out across the 30 to the 39 after getting 10 on that one. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. The defense uses their 2nd timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. Got it in the middle, it's Woods. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense.
How about this offense, man? You got to love it. Late in the 4th quarter, you have the lead. They don't get conservative. Staying balanced. Run, back it up with a pass, getting the 1st down, a few more 1st downs, and you can walk out of here with a dub.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
I know you took a loss on 1st down there trying to run the football, but you've got the lead, and you've got to continue to run the football. And this is a big challenge now for your offensive line. Those guys up front, you've got to find a way against the defense that knows you're going to do it.
We'll head to the 2-minute timeout. Tight ball game here, and this offense will try to milk the clock. The the Hawkeyes come to the line trying to find a way to convert on third and very short. Tries to surge ahead on the sneak.
And David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
And after that negative play on offense with the lead late in the game, I think there's still ways that you can be creative and run the football, but not be so obvious. So zone read type plays, fake dives and pitches to the running back to get him outside, jet sweeps. You can find other ways to keep the clock moving, even though the defense knows you're going to run it.
The inside handoff. They almost got a first down there. Stopped the yard short. It'll be 3rd down. Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation. It's one thing to execute early in the game. Tight ball game, right at the end. You need the clutch plays. These guys deliver.
And you can't teach that gene. You have people that can focus in the moment or they can't. Great job by the team, staying focused, understanding it's a close battle, win those one play at a time, and then look up, and then, heck, I got the win.
Yeah, David, they just had ice in their veins, and you can tell there's tremendous leadership on this football team. Guys can step up, and in the huddle, they can make sure that everybody else is focused to the task at hand in order to get the W.
That will put the wrap on things.